Hi, guys. My name is Heath Martin, and I'm a voice actor from Seattle, Washington, in the United States. First of all, let me just say I am thrilled and I'm honored to even be asked to participate in VOICESCON 2022. It is a thrill for me to talk to you all and kind of tell you my story in voiceover. I do have a couple of specific points that I've been asked to discuss, but a lot of this is going to be my journey and then how it pertains to the specifics. The questions that were posed to me were, how do I continually compete in a world of voiceover that has a plethora of talent? And we'll get into that a little bit. I've also been asked to talk about how AI voices have affected me or my career or my path, my trajectory. We'll get into that as well. Let me start by saying this. My whole life, I've been an entertainer, an R&B singer and a songwriter and performer for over 3 decades. I was signed to major labels like Universal, Blackground, to name a few. And I chased that dream religiously for a long time. And it got to the point in my career where I had made an album and things were just kind of stagnant and I felt dead inside artistically. So I wanted another outlet, and my wife suggested voice acting to me. Now, I love cartoons. I love video games. I love all of the things that voice actors are known for, right? But I didn't know any of the voice actors. I wasn't familiar with, the majority of the people that were cast in these roles. Obviously, I knew who Mel Blanc was. I did know who Peter Cullen was because I was a big Transformers fan. And I also knew who Frank Welker was as the voice of most of the things that I grew up on. I also knew who Phil LaMarr was because I was a big fan of what he did on Mad TV, and then I saw somewhere that he was a voice actor and Afro Samurai and some other things, and Jon Stewart Green Lantern. So I looked into him, and that was kind of my introductory to those guys. But before getting into the business, I wasn't aware of just the magnitude of talent and the people and the names and the faces behind these characters that we know and love. So the first thing I did was I went and I found a YouTube page called VO Buzz Weekly. That is a YouTube channel that's specifically catered to the voice acting business. Co-hosts Chuck Duran and Stacey J. Aswad are phenomenal talents and ambassadors for this business. And that was my introduction to voice acting. I watched all their videos and it was like a master class. I started to correspond and I started to write to Chuck, and Chuck started to write back. And Chuck became my very first mentor in this business. My second mentor, who is my coach to this day, who I just adore beyond words, beyond comparison, is Steve Bloom. You might know him as the voice of Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop, or Wolverine from Wolverine and the X-Men. However you know Steve Bloom, he is a man that I have modeled my career after because he does it the right way. And a couple of things that were ever present as I was taking my master class into voice acting was every one of my heroes. Those that I was discovering now were my heroes and mentors, like Jess Harnell and Rob Paulson and Maurice LaMarche and Gray Delisle and John DiMaggio and Bob Bergen and so many excellent actors. One common thread that they all seemed to have in common was that they all lived their life with an attitude of gratitude. I'm going to spend some time talking about this because gratitude changed my life literally. When I got into the business, I was scorned from the music business. My soul was hurt. I was dejected. I was never good enough. I was never the right thing. I never fit into their little box. A white kid that grew up singing gospel and R&B music. It was hard for them to categorize me. It was hard for them to sell me. It was hard for them to package me. Okay? So when I left the business, though I still make music to this day, when I left the pursuit of the music business, I was scorned. I was hurt. I was jaded at the business, at entertainment in general. But voice acting showed me that I could be myself. I've never, as an R&B singer, been able to be anything I can imagine. In voice acting, I've been demons, I've been creatures, I've been beasts, I've been heroes, I've been villains, I've been Sith lords, I've been a vampire, I've been a tree, I've been orc, I've been a soldier, I've been a beast, I've been an old Jewish man. I've been so many things as a voice actor that I could never pull off in real life or as a singer. But it's because in voice acting, you are only judged by what you are presenting, your vocal talent, what you bring to the table. Okay. I've been the voice match for Lionel Richie in a general insurance company. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I literally got to take one passion and combine it with my new passion. And I wasn't even going to audition for it in the first place because I didn't think that I was included in the specs. But then I thought to myself, dude, Heath, you've been doing this your whole life. Your whole life you've been singing R&B music. So I did the audition and I booked the gig. How do we compete when there's so many other people? Be yourself. There is no one else in the world that has your unique sound, your unique voice print. There's people that might be in the same wheelhouse, but no one has your sound. So my advice would be this. Find coaches and people that you respect, people that have a name for themselves in this business, people that are working, and learn from the best. Watch what they do. Take bits and pieces of everyone and implement it into your own journey. Okay? Be yourself. Find your true voice. That comes from repetition. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is a commercial read when they ask for casual guy next door. Because we're always putting something on. We're actors, right? We put on an act. But when they want you to give you the guy next door, you just got to be yourself. And learning how to be yourself on cue is a lot harder than it sounds. AI is a necessary evil. It's not going anywhere, guys. James Earl Jones, the longtime voice of the greatest villain that there's ever been, Darth Vader, has signed over the rights of his voice to an AI company that can reproduce his sound. But guess what, guys? They need actors to emulate. That's where we come in. We can't stop that thing from happening. But we can figure out how we can be of service to it. How can we learn from it? How can we implement ourselves into that machine? That's what I say. I say, find your unique voice. Live with an attitude of gratitude in everything that you do. It will open more doors than you can possibly imagine. Okay? Don't put the cart before the horse. Don't start looking for work until you've done the work. Get the training, get a demo, get an agent. In that order. It started with me with a passion. I got a passion for the work, so I pursued it and I studied and I learned and I got with coaches that were reputable, that were referrals, that were people that I saw on VO Buzz Weekly. Okay? And I started to train. Then when I was ready, I made my first demo, a commercial demo, because a commercial demo is a calling card for voice actors. Yeah, it's great to get that great AAA video game or that Disney animation project. I love it. I love all of it. But what pays the bills? Commercials. Stuff that we can crank out every day, right? Those shows are, they're spread out. You get a little record time and then you're done and then you're waiting for the next thing, but you're working, you're hustling. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, come in with hope and intention and live your life with gratitude, and you will be amazed how many doors that opens. In just a second, I'm going to take you inside the booth and show you where the magic happens. But I just wanted to thank you one more time. You guys are here. You guys are checking this out. So you've taken the first step into a whole new world. Okay? Yeah, I've been Broly in a Dragon Ball Z video game. Yes, I've been Dracula in an amazing audio drama based on the Bram Stoker novel. I play a Sith Lord named Lord Tihar, who's a dark lord of the Sith, and he's evil and dripping with excellence. I've done so many things, guys. But it's because I've taken the right steps, and I'm just getting started. I'm about 5 years in at this point. I have 4 agents. I have booked multiple video games, animated projects, commercials, promo, movie trailers. In a world, if you can do there's still a place for all of it. They say, no, the announcer voice is out. No, it's not. I do stuff every day with that style read. Previously on Fox, right? Everything. Make sure that your toolbox is versatile. Get all the tools you can and keep building, keep building. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, VOICESCON. Thank you so much for putting this on. I'm going to take you into the booth, all right? See you guys. Hey, guys. Welcome inside my booth. What I have here is a custom-made isolation booth, fully enclosed, ceiling, back. Okay. My DAW, I have 2 monitors in here. My laptop control station is out in the other room where we just were, out there with my Masters of the Universe collection. And in here I have 2 monitors, one where I read scripts from and one that is where my DAW comes up. My DAW is my digital audio workstation. And what I use PreSonus Studio One 5 Professional. I came from Pro Tools, but it's got too many bells and whistles for what I need to do for voicing. For music, I might still use it, but for doing this DAW works perfect. Okay. Now, for microphones, this is my TLM 103. It's a Neumann, and it's one of the most popular microphones in the industry. This one is used for character work for video games and animation, as well as some audio dramas and podcasts and things that I do character stuff in. But the thing that I use the most is this here. This is my MKH 416 Sennheiser shotgun microphone. This at the end is to keep those plosives from popping. See, when you're on the microphone and you say perfect plosives, perfect position prevents plosives. So a plosive is when that air comes out of your mouth from the sound of the P's, and it goes right into the center of the microphone, and it makes a sound, which is really annoying. No one likes it. So there's a couple of tricks. You can get these, right, or these. But one of the best things to do is you put something in the middle of your lips, and when you pop your P's, it separates the air. It separates the air that's coming out, so it splits the microphone, and it usually gets rid of that plosive problem. I have an Apollo Solo interface going into my Dell Precision mobile workstation 5750. I do all my webcam stuff in here. I do all my Skype. I have Source Connect for my direct sessions with buyers. And this is really my home away from home. But it didn't start out like this. It started off as one half of this. As an R&B vocalist, I didn't need the room sound to be dead. I just needed something on the backside so that my vocals were clear going into the microphone. But with voice acting, you really need to deaden the sound in the room that you're in. So you need to treat the room that you're in. And that means on top of you, as well as on all sides. Again, guys, I am thrilled to be able to take part in this. Thank you so much for having me. Please feel free to look me up. My name is Heath Martin. My website is heathmartinvo.com, and I'm all over socials as @HeathMartinVO. I interact with people. I try to give good advice, and I'd show off my toy collections and stuff like that. Yeah, man, tap in with me. Say hello. Let me know where you're at on your journey. Let me know that you found me from VOICESCON. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for having me. It's truly, truly an honor. Break a lip.